Hello and welcome to my channel. Yeah, I know I've been gone for a while, and the reason for it was because, well, on November there was that thing about the content thing. Well, I made a mistake. It's only for America, not Canada, which I'm from. And recently we've been hearing about this thing called virus. I know it's on our computers, so that's why I also stayed away. I kid. Okay, I really was making a joke that I wasn't doing like footage of this. Instead, you're seeing my animated face. Well, the reasoning for this is because I am going to be doing something a little different than usual. But to celebrate Toy Story Month, which Comic Crash has asked me to do, let's do Toy Story redesigns. I should note, I'm not going to do any of the new ones, we're just going to stick with the ones that I've chosen. There might be a part 2 in the future, but let's start off with Woody. Woody is my favorite, so I've decided to do this one a little more unique, to him. He has a bit of the facial hair stuff. It's all based off Chris Pratt's Star-Lord facial hair. The reason I did it was because he was in that movie Magnificent Seven, and it was real, and I thought liked that movie. It's not bad looking. The blue and white really do help out, like make the colors pop out. But I should mention that the bow design and this design, like the shirts colors, like the shirt color and that, it belongs to Dark Matter Nova, so when I do post these images onto DeviantArt, I will give her the credit. So it's just going to be like your standard Woody. The pants are a bit faded, the boots are still going to be regular, but other than that, Woody looks perfect. Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, this one's actually a little more unique. I decided to go with a more sleek model, but he's going to be a 12-inch figure. Okay, there is a little note that I have a fact about myself. I don't mind the little 6-inch figures, but I personally prefer a 12-inch action figure because I like to have something that I can hold in my hand. 6-inch figure just gets lost easily, and you lose all those little parts. So right now we see Buzz with his normal look. He's got his helmet on. So yeah, it's a little more sleek. He still has his items. The color scheme is still the same. Lime green and purple. Lime green being John Lasseter's favorite color, and purple being his wife Nancy's favorite color. So yeah, it looks more like a sleek, slender model. He looks a lot better. And because like with the commercial being very 90s, I went with a 90s-esque design so that he would look more like extreme and cool. And that's the point I'm doing with the point I did with the redesigns, is because trying to fit them in and see what you can do with it. That's the whole point of, well, I think I just said that, so never mind. No, I made an error. Whoops. So yeah, you should also come check out the what we did for the wings. The wings are still going to look the same, and yeah, he's still going to have those big wings that he normally has. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's him without his helmet. The helmet can retract, so that's a note. But I personally prefer him with his helmet on. I know that's a little weird, but that's always something that always bothered me about Buzz. I liked him better with his helmet on, but I understand when they take it off, it's fine. Like, it doesn't really bother me too much, but it's kind of like just something that, it's just like but it just makes me think, that's just to myself, that's a little weird that, like, I'm better with his helmet on. Ugh, I can't talk today. So Buzz. Now Jessie's a little more unique. She actually has more, like, her colors are way more different. She looks entirely different. And don't worry, she's not like some Barbie doll. She's still a rag doll, just like a little more different. So she's got like a blue and orange motif going on. She's got her own vest. Jessie's was a little more like interesting because she actually looks like it would. Her normal look just looks fine, but it just kind of like pops out for more of a cowgirl look. I should mention that the gloves can be taken off. And you can just have like a normal, normal hands underneath it. But the gloves are sort of like an accessory thing. That's the only accessory thing. Her patches are like her cowhide chaps. And the boots are like sort of tucked in. Yeah, don't mind the little white marks. No, I'm not always perfect. But yeah, Jessie. Here's our bow peep. And like I said, the color scheme belongs to Dark Matter Nova, so she'll be getting the full credit. So what I did with Bo, and I just want to say this, now that Toy Story 4 has been out for a bit, and I'm allowed to say a few things, I do appreciate what they did with bringing back Bo, and it's very nice. Although I understand the redesign thing about her, it's not bad. I understand that the toys, actually all the toys for Toy Story 3 had to get remade because the original graphics for like 1 and 2, they weren't compatible with the newer computers, so they had to get all remade. So it makes sense. But I always liked Bo's original look, but now with this new color scheme, she actually looks a little better. So yeah, she's got her cane, and well, I didn't add her sheep because, well, I just didn't. Also, just like in the movie, her hat can come off, so she still has her normal looking hair. So yeah, that's Bo for you. Bullseye. I decided to go with a new idea where he's actually a paint horse, and he has his own little red bandana, which is kind of cool. The reason I kind of went with the paint horse was because I live on a farm, and I had a paint horse growing up. I never rode her, but I decided I wanted to do like a paint horse for Bullseye because that was kind of something I grew up with, and it's kind of cool. So yeah, he still has his stitching, he still has his original brown, just with some white put on to him, and a little blonde hair, blonde leather, tail and mane. I think it's leather, or it could be cloth, I don't remember. But yeah, Bullseye. One lucky horse to be friends with Woody. Part of Woody's Roundup. Yeah, I don't have a script for this. The LGMs. Okay, it is Blobby from Hotel Transylvania 3. But it's kind of cute and harmless, so it's not too bad. It's just an idea. Also, I would love to share this with you guys, because I think this is kind of a bit of an improvement. Since the LGMs kind of come from that Space Crane game from Pizza Planet, I decided to give them the Pizza Planet colors, the red and white, even having the rocket ship on him. The toys themselves would be sort of like these rubber, would still be like the plastic. I don't know if it should be like a rubbery, they should be like rubber and they just bounce around. But I guess in the incinerator scene, they would have just melted, so they would have eased. But like in the LGMs did in Toy Story 3, they avoided it easily, so I guess that's totally fine. There are 2 others, but that won't be up for later. Pete, the Prospector. Yeah, his head's Mr. Burns with his mutton chop mustache. But it's not really a bad idea. He's a sophisticated, bad guy. And it fits perfectly with him. So, what you can see here is, like, he now has, like, this green with the jean overalls. So, like, that green greed. Because Prospector is just that kind of a bad guy. He's kind of that evil. Since he was kind of evil in the film, I thought that would kind of make sense. And I bet you in the that because he's Kelsey Grammer, it kind of helps out. I don't hate Kelsey Grammer, but hey, this guy's not so bad as a sideshow. Please laugh. And now Zurg. Actually, I showed this one on my Twitter account, and I think I got a little like on that, so it was pretty cool. But like I said, we're going with the 90s motif. Zurg kind of has like this cool, monstrous kind of design to him. Yeah, that's the General Grievous head, but it looks more sinister, having the red coloring. Still having those eyes, well, they're a little apart, but that's no matter. It still has that Zurg Z. His blaster is now attached to his arm. Opposable fingers, 12-inch figure, and like he used to have like a little dress, like robe thing around his waist, and just like has wheels. So instead I just decided to give him legs. He actually looks way much better, and I think he's actually like something that I would like to see them actually do for a film. So I think right now Zurg's got to be the best designed one, but I'd like to hear from you guys. Which is your favorite? Okay, we're at the halfway point, and that's actually Group 1. Yeah. So, let's move on to the other toys. I know you're all excited to hear about that, right? Let's go. Here's our Rex. He's blue. Yeah, might as well just say that. He's still the same. Okay, that black line in the middle of where his leg is. Okay, I kind of messed that up. It's a little big. But hey, not everyone can be perfect. So, what we're doing here is... well, actually, it's not bad looking. Okay, like I said, I'm not the best, but at least I'm trying. I got some good ideas. But I always like blue. Blue really helps pop out the colors. Like, it makes things so much better, in my opinion, because I love the color blue. And him being a blue dinosaur actually seems better. I don't mind. I love him as a green dinosaur, green Rex, but I kind of like him a little better as a as like blue, because it really kind of helps pop out. Oh yeah, and he's still played by Wallace Shawn. No actor changes on these ones. And yeah, there's Potato Head. Yeah, this is just your standard one that you can get. His eyes are the same eyes that I have on my actual Mr. Potato Head. So that's kind of cool. And the reason I went with this one was because the one from why not? Because this is actually more classic Mr. Potato Head. Sure, the one they already have is the perfect version of Mr. Potato Head, but hey, this one's still a classic. Oh, and don't you guys worry, I have Mrs. Potato Head. All she has is just a bow on her head, earrings on her ears, lips, the same eyes that I have on my Mrs. Potato Head. And yeah, just her pink nose is sort of twisted up. She's got her big lips, just a big bow on her head, and that's pretty much it. Still the same. But yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. The first toys to ever... Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head. The very first toys to ever be produced... The very first toy commercial ever on television. No, really, that's a true fact. Move on to him. Okay, not much has changed, but he has a top hat. And it's sort of like... I was going to add like a dollar sign to him, but it just felt like a little too much on the nose. His nose is a little more colored in, and the reasoning for the top hat was because like maybe he's like some rich... He's kind of like this rich guy, and he's got his very special hat, so he's kind of like a very opposite Potato Head, but they're like the best of friends. So like Woody is to Buzz. However, they got off right off the spot because they're both jokesters. And golly Bob, howdy Vern! This is actually the new Slinky Dog that I decided to do. And actually there's a little bit of a nice little touching tribute to it. Because all the color schemes that you see on here are actually the color schemes that Jim Varney has played as Ernest. And the dog that he had in the movies was Jack Russell Terrier, so that's why he has the Jack Russell Terrier head. His ears are Ernest's hat. You see the jean jacket with the jean pants, black, like those brown shoes. He's got his normal skin hands, like, you know what I mean for the dog, say. But it's like a gray shirt, gray lawn shirt that he wears, and a red collar because, yeah, I think he had on a red, and I think it's because like the dog collar, and it really pops out. So that's why I went with Slinky Dog. Okay, with Weezy, just the same thing as RC. The only thing that's been changed was giving him a hat, and his tie's a little bit like more Christmas colored. So, because within Christmas, let's just say he's like a Christmas exclusive gift, and so he's like a Christmas special toy, like a toy that you get for like specifically Christmas. And so yeah, that's just what I went with. And I love Weezy. I have to find one. Last but not least, RC. Like I've said earlier, the red really like pops out. I don't have any of the eye things, but he's still alive. Like you can still see, but like he's like but it's like perfect. He's got some. He's still the same RC, but he's just colored red, and yet his eyes don't show. But he still works, and he still's fine. You know, I've always been questioning this. Did they carry the remote with them, or did they find like a spare remote? You gotta think about these things. And I really wish that he was more in Toy Story 4, because it was kind of cool seeing him in Toy Story 4. And that's just the rest of the toys. Excuse me. But hey, thank you for watching, and just be sure to hope that you like, comment, and hopefully subscribe. Happy trails. Oh, I should have mentioned one more thing. Please check out Comic Crash's Toy Story Month, where they'll be doing Toy Story Month all month long of May. So, I'm pretty excited that I was called in to do this. So, please support him. It's the best thing you'll do. And please, remember that, okay, I really don't know where I'm going with this. I just need this video to end. So, like I said, hopefully you'll like, comment, and hopefully subscribe. Happy trails.